battery does it take?
I have two 4S 4000s in it.
4S 4000.
Yeah. That's where I get my CG with those batteries. 5000, it's nose heavy, and anything above that, I can't get it back to neutral. Gotcha. So the 4000 is what I stuck with.
And,
so.
you know, trailing link suspension too.
Yeah. Oh. I got to beef up the motors a little bit, but.
Oh, those aren't stock?
Yeah, no, these are the stock motors. This is the only plane I haven't upgraded.
It is very smooth.
Yeah.
Now, does your gear come up?
Yeah, it's supposed to.
Doesn't seem inclined, or else it's slow.
Well, it's got the door sequencer on it, but I don't have any doors. There they go. I just forgot to cycle them when I put the battery in.
That is a nice flying airplane.
Oh, hands off.
Wow. Well, I've always said Army ground attack planes are dump trucks.
So funny, speaking of the Army, so I know there's a lot of civilian sectors that use this plane.
Yeah, firefighting.
Firefighting, and when I was in Afghanistan, we got involved in a tick or contact, and so we called close air support.
Oh yeah.
Guess what they sent?
Really?
Yeah.
Nope.
There was two OV-10s, and then followed by two A-10s.
Both of them are excellent airplanes.
Yeah.
But I like propellers. Oh, nice roll too.
Yeah, I was scared with these little stubby wings, but no, it handles it fine.
Hershey bar wings always work good.
Yeah.
Now you want half throttle, 3/4?
Half. That's half right there.
You should get a pretty good flight time.
Oh yeah, I can get 8 minutes.
Could you get away with one battery and a split harness, Y harness?
I could. It'd lower my flight time, but well, I don't know. If I put like a 6000 in it on the splits,
It would make charging simpler.
yeah.
But yeah, that's nice. That's very nice.
Got to tighten the tension on my controllers.
Do the outer wing panels remove?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had that thing many years ago. They also have one designed for smaller glow engines too.
Yeah.
That looks pretty cool. I'd like one with about an 8-foot wing for a pair of 20s, but obviously you can't be too picky.
And this thing will slow way down.
Are you with flap right now?
Yeah.
Or just the wing? Got full flap?
That's full flap.
I'd say you're probably looking at about a 10-mile-an-hour touchdown speed.
Yeah.
I used to pylon race, and it used to be when I was younger, if it wouldn't do 170 mile an hour, I wasn't interested.
Yeah.
Now, not so much. Gotta acknowledge the issue of age. Hate doing it, but I'd be a fool if I didn't.
Yeah,
How much forward stick you giving right now?
about a quarter.
Oh, that ain't bad at all.
But that's where I'm getting with my jets. Like I'll buy an EDF. I've got the EDF combo that I want for like my 90s and 80s. When I come out here and fly them, I'm like, yeah, I need it to go faster. I need it to go faster.
It's addictive. It's seductive. I've got a F3D model, and I don't have a full race engine in it, but I think it's probably capable of 140.
Yeah.
And I'm a little hesitant. So.
Well, that F-22 with the 8S setup,
Yeah.
they said it'll do 130, 140 mile an hour. But it's just too heavy for this field.
Well, yeah, and which sucks. The field I used to mow for the Sun Chasers, I used a 1947 vintage Farmall.
Yeah.
I had a 500-pound roller that I pulled every single mowing.
Yeah.
And I did it because everybody flying stuff like that was tearing out gears and everything else. And after 3 years of pulling that roller, I mean, it was a billiard table.
Oh yeah.
And I tried to get somebody to bring it over here because it's just sitting in storage. It would transform this field. It would absolutely transform it because that 500 pounds flattens down everything.
So is it like a donation type thing, or anybody can use it?
Well,
Because I know somebody that might be able to get it over here.
it's sort of a bastard. Nobody really knows who or what its parents are and who owns it.
Gotcha.
It's been used by the Sun Chasers. Dennis has got the ability to transport it over here, but trying to get Dennis to do anything is like trying to move the earth.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the guy, but
Well, I know we got that small roller, and Don used to roll the field after he mowed, or while he was mowing. But I don't think that thing's moved in a couple years.
well, in third gear, that mower's doing about a brisk walking speed, so
Yeah.
that roller's having plenty of time to smash everything down. Oh, look at that. Son of a bitch. Goose the power, do a nose high. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Good job with it. Would you go full power for just a minute? I want to see if there's that much difference.
Yeah.
After you get it turned around. Well, that thing is good for doing low-level stuff. That's what I like.
Oh yeah. That's full power.
Not that much more. It makes more sense to bring it down and fly longer.
Yeah. I usually fly about 3/4 throttle. That's its sweet spot.
Yeah, you're at about 60% from the look of it.
Yeah. Because I mean that's hands off.
Well, yeah, it's cruising perfectly. You know, I see people that'll buy a 40 glow size Parker Cub and put a 90 size glow engine in it. It's like, come
Yeah.
on. I've been running the Piper Cub flying for about 7 or 8 years in different clubs, and this one guy every year it's the same thing. Comes out with a Piper Cub, either a scratch build or he found an ARF or got a gimme, and he sets it on the runway. He slams full throttle, it torques hard left and tumbles. He throws the transmitter in the air and leaves. You know, I said, these things fly on the wing. Just bring the throttle up a little bit and get it moving, and a little bit more. He won't do it. It's full power, slam on it, and if it doesn't work, throw the transmitter. I don't know how to fix stupid.
Yeah.
I really don't.
I knew a guy that flew like that once. And then he couldn't understand the concept of rudder to compensate for the torque. And he would get so mad, yeah.
Is atrophied.
Yeah.
It does nothing. And damn, that rudder is such a critical flight control.
Yeah. Because when I first started flying planes, the guy that taught me, he gave me a plane that only had throttle and rudder.
Yeah.
He's like, when you learn how to fly this, take off and land, he goes, then you can move up.
Well, I did it different than that, because when I trained people, and I said, you want somebody else for a trainer, fine. If I'm your trainer, you do what I tell you.
Yeah.
Set their airplanes up. They typically need a down thrust. We washed it, and I said, now you're going to fly with your rudder on the left stick and your elevator on the right stick. Rudder, elevator only, no ailerons.
Yeah.
And it forced them to learn how to use the rudder. And I'm telling you what, 20 years later, I'm still getting thank you emails.
Yeah.
Because people never learn how to use the rudder. Oh, shit. Go to a warbird event when they've got a right to left takeoff pattern.
Yeah.
Your life's in jeopardy. Some guy's taking off, he didn't know how to use the rudder, because as soon as he gives it power, it's going to turn right into the tent.
Yeah.
Now, typical me question: have you ever spun it?
Oh, flat spin?
Or any kind of spin? Will it do a spin?
I don't know.
The twin rudders, I would think. You know, rudder and throttle makes for spins.
Like I said, I just learned how to do a flat spin on my
Oh yeah. Took about a half a turn to pull out.
Yeah.
No kidding. Nice.
Yeah, I can do a full flat spin on my F-22 now. That thing spins flat.
Does it have that variable thrust direction
No.
and stuff?
I've got the CG on it. I got it tail heavy. So when I fly it, it looks like it has the thrust vectoring nozzles.
Okay.
But yeah, that thing just...
See, I don't call that tail heavy. I call that properly
Yeah,
balanced.
the 22 is properly balanced.
Yeah.
And the high alpha, man, I can do... I'm working on trying to do an inverted high alpha.
No reason why you shouldn't.
Yeah, well...
Well, like this not for sale, I've got it without any additional lead added, balanced just at the rear tip of the spar. And I've flown not for sales a lot further back than that.
Yeah.
So,
Do I have a nose gear? Yeah.
now keep the power on it and let the wheels touch.
A little hard. But
I know, but still, that flies nice.
actually, I'm going to do another one.
Nothing wrong with that at all. And trailing link suspension at this field makes a lot of
Oh, yeah.
sense.
Well, that's the other thing I'm doing is I'm trying to convert all my planes to trailing link.
Is there a source for the struts?
I just buy different struts for Motion RC.
Okay, just sort of fit them together.
Fit them together.
Okay.
Like I just found out that the trailing link gear for my F4 Phantom fits perfectly on my Tomcat.
Oh, good news.
So I've got to order some trailing link Phantom main gears to put on my...
Are their prices reasonable on those?
Yeah, about 50 bucks a pair.
Yeah, a little high in my opinion, but
Yeah.
I'm a Scotsman. That was the toughest thing when I got into warbirds, is learn how to not pull it back and glide it in. You've got to fly it to the ground. Hell yeah.
That one's a little better.
Hell yeah. That's nice. That's nice.
So that was almost a 9-minute flight, and I'm sitting at 15.5. So I could probably get 12 minutes out of it.